Hello Gemini, welcome back to Theresthattarot. Gemini, we're going to look at your messages for the month. Some of you need a vacation. And I'm right there with you, Gemini, okay? Some of you may be dealing with somebody named Chris. Somebody's always got a story to tell. Either you've always got a story to tell people, like your life is really interesting, so there's always something to talk about, or there's somebody there's somebody who talks about you a lot. They always have a story to tell about you, or you're always somehow incorporated in their stories. There could also be somebody who always has a lie. Who always has a lie handy. Take it how it resonates, Gemini. I think your theme for the month of June is bravery. You can't be afraid to explore those parts of yourself that maybe you've been afraid of, Gemini. Some of you may have Cancer or Pisces in your chart. I'm also seeing Sagittarius for some of you. Could be significant. The color purple, Leo energy could be significant as well. Many of you are very different than the people around you, okay? It's like you're pretty and you're earthy, or you're handsome and you're earthy. Something about you is alluring and mysterious, but also there's an aloofness to you as well. But I feel like it's there to protect you. And whenever you feel like you need to go into that space, don't let nobody tell you what to do. Right? Because people don't know how genuine your love is once they have it. But you know how to shut it off if you need to. Let's get some general messages. For some of you, the full moon will be significant. Some of you may find out either that you're holding on to something that needs to end, or that somebody that you're dealing with is holding on to something, or someone else. For some of you, you may find out that someone you're dealing with may be bisexual, or that there's a connection that they did not tell you about. This connection could involve marriage, or some sort of financial agreement that they have with someone. This person may reveal this to you. That they are letting go of their past. This person is pretty hooked on you. But I feel like what this will show you is that, I mean, if you could hide something like that from me, then it just depends on what's the past between you two? Well, they haven't taken accountability they've been avoiding accountability since the beginning with you two. I feel like they've put you in, there's been conflict when it came to commitment for a while. It's like they would run away from the conflict. Instead of being clear about what their intentions were, they kind of would just, I don't know, scurry off. You may slow things down with this person in June, slow down communication, because you're not really sure. It's like you need to hear an answer. You need an answer. You need a clear answer about this situation. because you feel like something isn't working. So is it like, should I go ahead and tell this person that I'm done? What should I do? It breaks my heart to do this, but you know, I can't build with you if that's not where your mind's at. So this person always knows how to romance you. This person would go from wanting to be single or acting single to acting like they wanted to be your man. But that's their work. That back and forth energy that you've experienced with this person, that's something that they need to address within themselves. And you can't wait on that. You can't make them do that. Don't miss out. There's some opportunities. If you can learn the lesson from this and stop investing in it, it's going to make some room. Go back and deal with those trust issues. Get to the bottom of that, Gemini, so that you don't carry that into your next situation. But once you feel better, Gemini, you're going to be attracting somebody who is going to bring a lot more emotional stability into the relationship than this last person that you were dealing with. And they're coming in single and alone. And they may be successful too, Gemini. You just gotta let this old, you gotta let that old thing go. There's something better for you right around the corner. The Sun card is looking at me saying, yes, there is. So what is it, Gemini? What is it that keeps you bound to this other situation? Some of you may live on Sunset Boulevard. Some of you may like bagels a lot. Some of you may either like old school cars or you have one. Or like your dad has one, something like that. I feel like I'm coming down with a cold or something, y'all. Some of you may be experiencing allergies too. For some of you, rejection has been an issue in your life, in your past. And I feel like, in a sense, it makes you fight for things that you don't feel good enough for. That part of you needs to change now. No, everything doesn't happen overnight, but this is something that's killing your joy. Or this is someone who has tried to make you feel bad about yourself. This is someone who has rejected you. And there's a part of you, I don't know, it's like you still love this person, or you've still loved this person. I feel like you feel sad when you think about this person. There's so much that this person kept from you about their dealings. Meanwhile, they tried to keep you where they wanted you, but you see it now. That this dream that this person was selling you was never going to materialize into anything tangible. So I see you kind of taking your love away. The choice is yours, Gemini. Do you want to be with somebody like this? Who you always never know if it's like more to the story with this person? What part of yourself loves somebody like that? This is something that you need to avoid because it's throwing your life off. And maybe you failed at trying to end this chapter several times. You know, there was always something that was bringing you back to this person, or some kind of way they were reeling you in, whether it was with you know, saying all the right things, sexing you right, money, gifts, creating a crisis in order to call you. Oh, my dog ate my homework. You know. Let's see, Gemini. There's some healing that needs to be done. You've been calling in something new, whether it be in love or just some sense of relief. But you have to decide where you want to be before you call this in. Because there's still some things that need to be released before you can call something in that will satisfy you in the way that you really desire. It's got to have it's got to have a stronger foundation than just passion. For some of you, it doesn't even feel the same with this person anymore because of the trust. It's more of something you're used to at this point. It doesn't get any bigger. It doesn't get any smaller. It just is a burden that you need to free yourself from, Gemini. Let's look at your career in June. Many of you will not be home in the month of June. Many of you may be traveling. Some of you are seeing no other choice. Or maybe your indecision is keeping you from making a decision about something when it comes to your job. Maybe a lot of you are starting to feel kind of trapped in your work. I feel like your job does take you away from home. I feel like it steals time, though. It steals your time. Or there also may be somebody that either you've been thinking about marrying or you two are married. This is somebody who has tried to get inside of your head and like scramble it all up. This is somebody who may have lived in your community or maybe is known by the community. Whoever this is attached to an energy of lack or like stealing something from you, be it money, time, energy, you know. I feel like this is a threat to your success. Okay, this is somebody who is concerned about whether or not they're gonna be your man. Okay, or whether or not you'll accept them. There's a pathway that is closed when it comes to a certain relationship in your life, and I feel like it's connected to your personal life. You can find out that somebody lost their job, somebody that you were undecided about. You may have thought about having a child with this person as well. It may be good that you did not. You could get a letter, or you could find out that someone has literally been dethroned, okay? Like a fall from grace. Maybe you were expecting to visit this person. This person thought about you a lot, maybe to the point where they even like draw pictures of you? Oh, they have a picture of you that they like to look at? It's like they like you to be their good girl. They don't want to think of you and like... it's like lady in the sheets. No, lady in the streets. But I'm not even getting freak in the bed. I mean, I feel like that's what they would want, but it's more of like, this is my lady. So they may have looked at you as like the good one. But why do I feel like you, whatever you expected from this person may not be what the reality of the situation is. And I don't know how this person ties into your career, but I feel like the way that they may be affecting your career may not be healthy. So be on the lookout for that type of energy when you're doing your job. Let's see, Gemini. You worry too much on your job. You have a it's like very easy for you to connect with people. That's one of your strengths. Okay, so if you've been looking for something like connected to your purpose, I feel like it's something about connectivity, like the way that you're able to connect with people or relate to people or make people feel comfortable with you. I would look into some fields that may involve a lot of that. I'm not sure how that resonates for you. Don't be afraid to explore other opportunities within your job or other opportunities outside of your job. Don't allow your insecurities to block your manifesting abilities. That would be a great injustice to you, Gemini. You would only be breaking your own heart. Remember that, and don't allow whatever insecurities you may be feeling when it comes to this person in your life who wasn't a great person to you in this relationship, okay? Avoid allowing those insecurities to affect you at work. Leave the heartbreak at the door. Use your mind when you're at work. Something like that. Keep your mind on things that are happy when you are at work. You may be trying to juggle too much, okay? I feel like identifying whatever is draining you of your faith while you're on your job is what's going to, it's like identifying that is what's going to set you free. It's going to stabilize you because you'll know what to eliminate. You're a great communicator. You're good at getting people to let their guards down. That is your undiscovered talent. But you stress. There's something that you stress about. There may be someone who stresses you out on your job. You may have your eye on other opportunities. There's something about, there's maybe somebody who, I don't know if they're trying to be your friend, or what, but it's like they may have like this I want us to be family type of energy towards you, but you don't have great memories of this person. You don't feel good about them. And I feel like whatever this situation gives you pause. It's like you're feeling better about walking away from this connection, but this situation makes you feel trapped. It almost makes you feel like you just want to walk away from it. Okay. You don't give yourself enough credit for how much positivity you bring into a room, Gemini. And how innovative you are and how confident you are. How strong you are to have made it through some of the things that you've made it through. How you don't mind leading the way. How you, I feel like you have like this instinct of freeing yourself. I feel like this is something about you emancipating yourself from some pretty difficult things or some people who maybe you never thought you would break free from. You've taken the things that have happened to you and you've applied them in a way that benefits you in your life. And I feel like it's brought you a lot of emotional happiness. You see the places where you've been sabotaging yourself, and I feel like you're cutting those things out. Or you're choosing to transmute that love into something for you. And it's like you're getting through the levels, Gemini. You're not failing the test, is what this looks like. And this is something that you need to give yourself more credit for. I feel like this lover situation, being able to cut that out of your life. It's like one moment you would feel successful in getting out. The next moment you feel like you got sucked right back into it. But you finally put a stop to it in June, don't you? I feel like you're going to get in front of this situation in the month of June. Because you're going to start looking at those things. You're looking at them already. You've already been feeling uncomfortable. Because things are starting to change and shift inside of you. You're no longer the same person you used to be. It's like, I'm responsible for everything that I've learned going through all of these tower moments in my life, in my relationships, in my job, you know. So what you can do more of, Gemini, is celebrating yourself. Eliminating those things that feel heavy, that make you feel in the dark. Anything that puts you in a place you don't want to be in, a competitive situation. Anything that just don't feel right. If you don't have to be there, if it's not like your job, but even then, start making a plan, because your happiness and your peace of mind, and your health and your sanity is more important. It's more important. You'll miss out on opportunities that could actually be there to enhance your life, not only financially, but emotionally. You know, there's better things out there. Don't keep yourself chained to anything that sucks, you know. I see you closing out these chapters though, Gemini. Stop allowing yourself to get distracted by people coming in and out at their own leisure into your life. Make a decision on what stays, what goes, what grows, or what doesn't. Something about having the bravery to speak your mind, you know? It's your world, Gemini. This is kind of like reconditioning your mind, Gemini. Who are you going to be this time? I feel like there's a new chapter that you're getting into. Use your time wisely, Gemini. Remember that everybody is different. You ain't got to be or act like nobody else or behave or respond like nobody else. It's your world. Belong to your own dream. Belong to your own individuality. You don't have to. There's somebody, or there may be just people around who want you to buy into their bullshit. Don't. If it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't. Everybody doesn't get validation or a prize or like a participation trophy. That's not how the real world works. Ask more questions, Gemini. It's something about your worth. You know, there's one point where we kind of let people push us around and tell us what to do, and then you get to a point where I don't need to be here if I don't have to be here. And then you make that known in a respectful way, if that's what it calls for. If not, put your foot down however you need to. You know what I mean? I feel like many of you may feel like the earth has just been snatched from up under you whenever things change. Some of you, it may cause you to feel blocked or restrained. But nothing lasts forever. There's something like that. Make sure that you're living in the now in each moment. Don't allow anybody to get you off your square or your temper to flare up. You know what I mean? There's something about not letting the past define your present anymore. I see you passing a test. Something that's been a really slippery slope for you, Gemini, but I do see you passing this test in June. It's gonna take like some serious dissecting of old things. It's gonna take you no longer investing in people that it was hard for you to move away from, but that were deceiving you. It's going to take listening to those friends that you may not have wanted to listen to because they always tell you the truth. Yes, the love was real, but it is not safe for you to be in a relationship with that person. And if you start to love on yourself more, then you'll see why. This is something that never made it past the honeymoon. Pay attention to the red flags. There's new love that's waiting to find you, but you got to forgive this other person first so you can release yourself from this, because it's killing your optimism when it comes to dating. You have to release your codependency to this person. It's like you haven't even tried to get to know these other people because of this person. Thinking that they could be the one for you. Even though they don't talk to you, they don't share things honestly with you. Let's see what this card is about for you, Gemini. Bravery. There are places inside of yourself that you often fear to tread in case some unseen wild creature rears its monstrous head, baring its bloody fangs, and you are unable to control it. So you follow only the well-trodden paths of yourself and do not venture into the dark and unfamiliar. Well, this goddess is here to give you the courage to keep you safe as you begin to venture into the places within yourself. She is strong and does not shy away from a challenge. Let her strength be a guide for you now. Go with her into the places within you that you have not explored for so long. They have become dark and neglected, and you fear that venturing there, you may set those wild creatures free. She is with you in your hunt. You may encounter some mishappen. M-I-S-S-H-A-P-E-N. Misshape. You don't see that word written often. Okay. You may encounter some misshapen creatures called guilt, regret, hurt, monsters of 1,000 names that need to be acknowledged and transmuted with compassion and forgiveness. There too, in the darkness, she will lead you to meet the beast with the great beauty that resides in you. She may encourage you to stroke the velvet nose of the creature called tenderness, or wonder at the majesty of the creature called care. Take time to be with your inner creatures, and she will give you the strength to face the wild, untamed ones. For some of y'all, that was why you came to this reading. In facing them, they will lose their power. She will teach you to stand up proud and tall and confident, owning every aspect of your being without shame or fear. The affirmation for this card is, I own all aspects of my being without shame or fear. Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. Like, share, and subscribe if this resonated with you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.